Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching today. Sasha here. It's a new day for a new tea, and we're almost finished with this collection. I thought I could rhyme that, but nah, it's too early. Day 21 in the 24 days of tea, courtesy of David's Tea. Let's unravel and see what is the tea for today, shall we? Yep. Okay, over here, Lonesome Corner. So, plain teal box. It is a tea that I've had before. Sleigh Ride. Sweet, tart, and spicy. So this is a fruit infusion. No caffeine. Bah humbug. But folks, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. I will have day 21 tea brewed up, and I'll be sitting in front of y'all all nice and pretty. So, yeah. Don't go anywhere, folks. Alrighty, folks, and we're back. So, as always, I have the tea off to the corner, ready to be sipped. But before we get into that, gotta go over the details, because that's just how I roll. So, Sleigh Ride. Sweet, tart, and spicy. Yeah. A fruit infusion from David's Tea. First, the ingredients are as follows. Apple, hibiscus blossoms, pineapple, papaya, beetroot, cinnamon, raisins, coconut, roasted almonds, popped rice, natural and artificial flavoring. And for those that have any dietary allergies, this contains almonds and coconut, as well as containing other tree nuts. So just when in doubt, don't even bother. So how did I make my cup of tea this time around, y'all? So I used for 1 to 2 perfect spoons, did 2 perfect spoons, 475 milliliters, 16 fluid ounces. I brewed it, the whole packet, it's empty, and I brewed it in 8 ounces of water, or 236 or 2, something around there, milliliters. I did heat the water up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 95 degrees Celsius. I let this tea infusion steep for 5 minutes, pretty much on the dot. And like I said before, it's caffeine free. Wah. It's not enough caffeine. So the smell of this, folks. The smell of Sleigh Ride kind of reminds me of Forever Nuts, Forever Frosty, in that the toasted almonds are ingredient in this. And it's got, I guess, a bit of the sweet tart because of I'm trying to think. I'm really guessing it's the flavoring. Pineapple and papaya, sure. But I guess the flavoring's really what makes it tart. But I actually have some Sleigh Ride here. I did try this, like I said before. That's why I have, made the tea a certain way. But yeah, I've had a Sleigh Ride before. Pretty much smells the same. So miraculously, you can see how the tea looks. Hopefully, you got a nice view of all the really almonds and fruit pieces. Pineapple. I don't really see apple, y'all. But yeah, I've actually had this in the 31 days of, this is what I was worried about. Only one piece of the blend fell out, so it's not a big deal. But still, I don't want the tea falling out. So I hope y'all can see it or saw it. Yeah, the smell, it is reminiscent of a mixture of Forever Nuts, Forever Frosty, and Sweet Tart. Because there is a tart note in there. I don't know what it could be from the actual ingredients, but the flavoring wouldn't surprise me. It's got that nutty. I would also say nutty. I would say nutty over tart. If they put sweet, nutty, and spicy, well, that mimics another tea. I forget off the top of my head which tea that was, but it doesn't really it doesn't really smell. I don't smell that tingling tartness that like Sweet Tart had, or that berry ingredient is in the fruit infusion. Okay, I know that this is going to be tart. But, folks, that's besides the point. I made Sleigh Ride, I'm about to say Sweet Tart. I made Sleigh Ride into an iced tea because I had it hot. And I really wasn't feeling making it into a latte or something. I wanted to try this I wanted to try this ice. So, folks, here we go. This is Sleigh Ride unsweetened iced. Cheers, y'all. So, yeah, the hibiscus kind of lends itself to the tanginess. But I think it's the flavoring and maybe the beetroot. I'm not really keen enough to know how beetroot tastes like. I don't really use it in my cuisine. Maybe I should. But I thought beetroot was more for coloring, because this is looking like a pure hibiscus tea. But hibiscus blossoms can color it on its own. So maybe the beetroot has a additional, attribute to it besides coloring, because I know that people use beetroot for coloring, natural coloring. The roasted almonds, I don't like I said before, y'all, with the sweetness, this tea does not taste sweet. Like, I'm used to having like the polar opposites. You have unsweetened tea, which I jokingly call yank tea. And then you have like really bad for you down south, pretty much sugar water tea, which, oh my gosh, I can't even taste the tea. So, no, now that I'm talking as I took a sip, that I do get some of the cinnamon, but it's more of an aftertaste. It's not pronounced as it would be in a chai or a tea that's supposed to be spicy. Well, that's what they say, but it ain't enough cinnamon to deem it spicy. You would have to put more or change the description. Alrighty, y'all. So, just to check to see that there was no additional sweetening ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and sweeten with Great Value's liquid stevia, because y'all know this is very easy to do. And a little dab will do ya. It works in hot or cold drinks, but I primarily use the liquid stevia for iced, because I don't see, myself using it for hot when the honey or the agave or whatever can dissolve just fine in hot liquids. Okay, so, and also the beauty of liquid stevia is that it gets incorporated like that. So, here we go. This is Sleigh Ride Iced Fruit Infusion with the helping of stevia this time around. Cheers, y'all. It's helping, the sweetness is helping to bring out more of the fruit components in this fruit infusion, and it dials back the tart flavoring. Again, I don't really taste the cinnamon, so I think they want to reconsider the spicy note. Let's just jump right on in. This is Sleigh Ride Iced this time around for the verdict of the sweet, tart, and spicy fruit infusion from David's Tea, also known as the Day 21 Tea in the 24 Days of Tea. Out of my rating scale of good, okay, bad, first, unsweetened. I would rate this tea or fruit infusion unsweetened. I would rate it an okay. It's an okay. I think it's the fact that I'm getting like the combination of Forever Frosty and Sweet Tart. But it's like I don't think it makes a name enough for itself. Yeah, this tea doesn't really stand out to me. Unsweetened. It tastes like you mix two teas together, two pre-existing teas together, and it's like, well, sometimes, like, depending on how it's pulled off, do I care for mixing fruit and spices in the tea? It can be done. It's just that that's a combination I don't really care for. I really would like to, have my tea, either be fruity or be spicy, but not fruity and spicy. There are some teas that change my preconceived notions, but for the most part, to me they kind of fall flat. But I mean, there wasn't even enough cinnamon to deem this spicy. But I mean, if I added cinnamon, or if I cared about adding cinnamon, I don't think my opinion of this tea would have changed to have it iced. Now, when it comes to adding an additional sweetener to the mix, out of my rating scale of good, okay, bad, I would rate Sleigh Ride. I would rate it actually a good, because I mean it's still not it's not a solid good. It's like borderline good, which is like teetering back to okay. But the reason why I rank it higher is because you take out whatever little spice that was remaining in the Sleigh Ride. The cinnamon is just completely washed out, because now you have the sweetness, the newfound sweetness. The tartness is dialed back a little bit. I mean, it could remain there, but when you sweeten a food or a drink, you're altering the previous taste buds experience of this drink. So it's really going to sense out the new sensation rather than looking for the same stuff. And the sweetness, like I said before, helps the fruit components, the fruit ingredients, to come out more and be more pronounced. And I mean, it's okay. It's not anything stand out, worthy or mentioning. It's just that it could taste like a fruit punch or a fruit juice substitute, if you sweetened it. But I mean, would I get this tea again? No, it's not really my cup of tea, to be quite honest. I'm gonna just finish out this tin and call it a day with Sleigh Ride. I mean, if it's in a collection that I get, I can't help it. But for the most part, it's kind of like lackluster compared to some of the other teas I've had, some of the other holiday themed teas I had. But yeah, I mean, that's Sleigh Ride. I probably prefer this hot over iced because heat and spices, they go together. I think the cinnamon may have been more pronounced in the hot tea versus this iced tea. So I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm telling y'all going into this tea that I don't really care for a combination of fruit and spices unless it can be pulled off miraculously. But yeah, for the most part, that's the kind of tea I try to pursue. But it's not a bad tea. It's just it's okay and maybe borderline good at best. So that's going to do it for this episode of 24 Days of Tea. This is day 21. It's a repeat. We have 3 more days to go. I hope they're not repeats. But, it is what it is. If that's the case, we're just going to make the best of it. I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. Really appreciate it. Any questions, comments, suggestions, or small talk, don't be a stranger. Leave it in the comment section below. Any and all are welcome. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on teas like Sleigh Ride. Have you ever... I don't know. Well, not have you ever, but what is a tea combination or characteristic that you don't really care for? Like I said, mine is fruity and spice. Not one of my favorites. Another one is floral and spicy. I just think spicy tea should be a league of their own. They shouldn't really commingle. There may be some tea blends that I definitely didn't go in thinking with this train of thought when I gave it the verdict that I gave it. But for the most part, yeah, I don't really like spicy to go with anything but spicy. Maybe earthy. I don't mind spicy and earthy because like those kind of complement each other. But spicy and fruity, spicy and floral, that's a no for me. So yeah, what's your combination of teas that you don't really care to try or to have or whatever? Let me know in the comment section below, y'all. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Like I said before, yesterday, let's address this. Yesterday, I meant to do Fridays from Florida, but y'all, I wasn't really feeling 100%. I have a different video though coming out this weekend to make up for it. It's gonna change a lot of the videos that I do, really in regards to Monday Night Delights and Fridays from Florida if I ever get around to doing them. But what did I want to say? Yeah, that's why yesterday I didn't have the Fridays from Florida video. It's because I wasn't really feeling 100%. Like I had the Everglades seasoning. I was gonna make a chicken sandwich, but I couldn't really record it at the time I made the chicken sandwich. But it was a good chicken sandwich. I ain't gonna lie, it was good for a grilled chicken sandwich. And all I did was pretty much rub the spice on the chicken breast, cooked it to the done temperature, and just put some lettuce and onion and had the sandwich, and it was pretty good. But yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I might, geez Louise, because yeah, like Fridays from Florida is like rough to do sometimes. And also Monday Night Delights. They're both rough to do if I'm like, my stomach's not really in the mood to take in anything else besides water and maybe a light snack. So it is what it is with that regard. I also want to say, y'all, that when this new video comes up, it's more like an unboxing, I guess. An unboxing and pretty much how we're going to move forward in this channel. But yeah, stick around, tune in for that. Hopefully this makes up for the lack of Fridays from Florida. I haven't given up on that series, y'all. Don't worry. It's just that, I don't know. I don't know. All right, y'all. So, got to edit this video, get it looking nice and clean. But do take care. Take it easy. Make it a great day today and every day. Thank you very much for tuning in. I can never thank you enough. Enjoy your weekend. The last weekend of 2019. And yeah, folks, I will see you, if not later on today, then tomorrow for, shucks, y'all. Tomorrow for this weekend special video, which takes place of Fridays from Florida. And yeah, we'll just tune in and find out what I got to say, y'all. So until then, this is Sasha signing off. See you in the next video, y'all. Bye now.